should do it rough. Is this easier than this?
Mm-hmm.
Was it difficult to change the way that this marks comes?
The sanding machine.
Just the edge.
Just that. You go, take off the seam on the edges, but give all the edges the same texture, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Ég held þetta sem bara ágætt svona, bara að þetta séu svona mjúka, ég myndi á öllu svona.
Is it too rough?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I mean, I think if it was
Compared
level...
to this, you maybe file them too.
So it's just the file, these are flat. That's
Bara gróa.
Yeah.
We've left this kind of mark here.
I understand, yeah, now I understand. Oh, okay, I get it now.
Copper and
Aluminium.
aluminium is enemy. You know.
On the scale, yeah. So what should I use? Brass?
Stainless steel is best.
Stainless steel?
You're not going to use nails in that.
No.
You're going to have to screw.
They're never lined up, are they? They're always...
Yeah. You have to hide it somehow.
Well, you can't really hide it. You've got to make it a sort of feature. These ones will be hidden.
Yeah,
And then there'll be some in here.
You can do like this.
Is there any way we could grind that more flat? So there's less, maybe there's less depth to that.
You can do that.
But
File it off.
yeah,
Yeah.
on a machine.
You can do that.
And then make it look a bit like that. Arrived 20th of April at Filner's. The goldsmith wants it just as it comes out of the casting.
This is the finish that the goldsmith wanted.
That face there gets bolted to that, which hides where it's poured, and that's a vent.
They are both too thin and too cold to be toilet seats. That's what I said, the fishery look of it.
The foundry man liked it, said do the minimum.
Yeah.
She liked it because it gave you an idea about where it was from, you know. You know how it's made, there's nothing hidden. These bolts going right through the aluminium into them.
What about the wool?
It's going to just sit on top.
I think plywood's cheap. I think plywood is like, you know...
So an oak seat with a loose cover that ties through decorative holes. These blocks, she doesn't like that finish. She wants it smooth, level with the top of the wood and scratched irregularly, which is convenient because then in the future it would get polished and with wear, and then it would just get scratched again on the top of the table. Well, we've achieved more than I expected to in just a matter of hours of arriving.
Then we had this problem of the oak which you brought with you was not wide enough. Why was it a surprise to you that it was not wide enough?
Because I'd forgotten.
You've forgotten. But in the mock-up, you made the mock-up was precisely like...
Yeah, it was like this, but I had the template. I brought it with me, but I forgot to measure the width of it.
You came here with this bad design and I've corrected it for you.
You say that it's not very good using nylon.
I don't like it.
You don't like it, which is fine. I appreciate that. It's not a natural material, or at least it's sort of...
And that's also the third material in the design, or even the fourth. You're going to have fashion over it.
So like just a thin wooden seat.
Yeah, I would say a thin wooden sheet of oak, which might have the appearance of a ship deck, or as you were saying, with a little space between, and connected underneath.
Yeah,
would be.
Of course, it would look like the boards you put on the bottom of a ship, wouldn't it? I've not thought of that.
No, I don't think that you see enough of the ship in this chair. If it was to be made with two separate wings here, then we could add this
aluminium mock-up.
Yeah, into the casting with a curve in it, so it could be strong enough to support the bows, those bows here.
Profile for the arm. So, how do you think it ought to be that fat or narrow, tapered like that, and end like that? It's like the sort of way they finish off ends of a boat, really. See it cupping now. See it cupping. So it's better when that goes on there. It wants to be flat, and on here in the middle areas, just to keep it flat. Clamp them like that.
Breathe in.
Går jag på planen här? Är det oerhört att jag kan locka någon lite?
There's finally been all the time in Niger.
Va?
Put it on the back.
Just have a scratch here. Just have the screws here.
Okay. I like it. That's the right answer.
So wanna join me? Just plain is very bright, and it, you know, it's nothing that says that it couldn't be just fine with the aluminium.
Well, they have to cut this from this, and that'd be easy to take it to the exact size. At the same time, they cut it in two.
Off the lathe.
Yeah.
Cutting marks into the top. He didn't like the idea of scratching it or cutting it with a knife. Geir, may I ask you a quick question about these? Which system do you think would be better for this?
Stainless steel is not very strong. You can take a test of if it fits all.
So that's that. I'm off. I'm on my way home now. I've packed it up in a parcel packing case, and I've got to deliver it to the airport tomorrow, and then I take myself to the airport on Sunday morning. It's been a very exciting trip. I'm going to look forward to having a bit of time off, or a bit of time at home anyway, and a bit more calmer racing around. I've lost 5 kilos in weight since I've been here in the last 6 weeks.